Who the fuck he talking to? Who he telling me who I am?
Hey guys, we soon gonna hear Ron Killings respond here on Busta Over Radio. What he had to say about Bubba Ray. Hear much more at Toss Ring Scandal, aka KDH.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey guys, we're here at the locker room. Toss Ring Scandal, aka KDH here. We will talk about today Ron Killings responds on Busted Open Radio. You guys get the likes up as you come into the locker room. We about to air some dirty laundry on this one. Now, we all know that Ron Killings, R-Truth formerly, has returned to WWE after being so-called released from WWE. Now, some people are still saying, despite the fact that R-Truth or Ron Killings is back in WWE, they're saying that it was not a work. It was really, he really got released, but he didn't, because one thing I do want to mention before we do get into the Busta Open Radio interview, this was all a work. It was all planned. Triple H is known for playing with the IWC, for those you don't know, internet wrestling community. And I would say this, when Ron Killings had his feud with John Cena at Saturday's main event, the Ron Cena shirt that he did, a mockery of John Cena shirt, that was a top merchandise seller in WWE. Now, you guys answer this question for me in the chat right now or on the playback. How many merchandise sellers who did not get caught in some type of SA, no type of controversy, anything to compromise the company, was the type of merchandise seller and got released from WWE? Have you guys ever heard of that? Because I never did. Also, Ron Killings was also still an active roster of SmackDown. He didn't get moved to alumni, and his merchandise was not discounted or anything. It was still regular price. So that's how you know he was released. I just want to notate that. Also, he's responded to Bully Ray, or Bubba Ray, whatever you want to call him, on Busta Open Radio, how he talked about his promo on Monday Night Raw when he cut his famous dreads off, how that did not work out for him. He didn't hear no more of the R-Truth character and how more he didn't think about that. But we gonna hear and see what Ron Killings had to say about that, because he went on Busta Open Radio and he went off on Bully Ray. Let's see what he had to say here.
Tell me what to do, and I'm not even gonna read the rest because there's some exploitives in it. So tell me about this tweet.
No, wait a minute. Don't tell me what to do. I'm done. I apologize. I apologize. Tell everybody I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't. My neighbors talk like that, but not me.
So
you feel me?
R-Truth, to remind you, I got to remind you.
I'm deleting it right now. I'm deleting it right now, bro. Damn.
Don't delete it if that's what you. Yeah, you said don't.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't talk like that.
Well,
y'all know me. Y'all know me, right?
Truth.
Well, I mean, R-Truth, I think what you're doing is you're responding to a video from our show with our very own Bully Ray. So what I want to do for you and for the Busted Open Nation is play this video of our very own Bully Ray responding to you and your comeback.
When he got away from Truth and went to R. Killings, then he went back to the line of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I don't think I wanted to hear that last night. Once you cut that hair off, I never want to hear the name Truth again. Don't remind me of what you are trying to get away from. You cut your hair off in front of the world because the hair was represented R-Truth. I don't want to hear it no more. You're Ron Killings. End of story. Forget about the tagline about the truth. Forget about mentioning the truth. If this is the serious direction you want to go in, don't remind me of what's in your past.
Who the fuck he talking to? Who he telling me who I am? I know who I am. I'm protecting him. And see, Everybody got somebody that's trying to tell them who the fuck they are. I know who I am. I'm not the nice one. I'm driving now. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You know you better than anybody else know. And I know me better than anybody else know me too. And they better put some respect on my name, because I am the truth. So help me.
Wow.
Yeah, I
How you gonna tell me why I cut my hair? I do what I want to do. It ain't that nice time no more. But I'm not angry. I won't be taken advantage of no more. Things gonna change around here. I'm driving now. Hand me that, please.
Natty, it's just a different.
That's why I had it.
I mean,
yeah, I like this. I like this. I mean, actually, I shouldn't even. I'm going to call him Ron. Ron. I like Ron. I like what Ron is bringing to the table, and it's time. This is a long time coming.
No. I don't think people really understand. You gonna have a lot of people put their input. You have a lot of people that think they're the maestro of your life. They're the maestro of your emotions. They're the maestro of your thoughts. Ain't nobody the maestro of me, or for me. I do me. I wish you would. I feel different. I feel more alive than I've ever felt. I'm driving now. Y'all can tell everybody that.
I think you just did. Mr. Killings, appreciate you delivering this message on the show this morning, and I make sure that Bully, our very own Bully Ray, gets the word of your response to the video as well.
Yeah, make sure he get that. And tell him I wish he would.
Now, that was Ron Killings on Busted Open Radio. He went off on Bully Ray. Now, we know that Ron Killings is still in character mode. But I don't like Bully Ray. I watched him, and I just don't listen to him on Busted Open Radio. Also on the LFG TV show, Legend Future Grace on A&E. He's just a pure Mr. Know-It-All, and it's just a straight asshole. That's just the kind of guy he is, and he's always been that way. Not very liked well in the business at all. Just known being a tag team guy, and that's it. But Ron Killings, you know, he's really in his bag. He's saying he's in the driver's seat, and he's taking control of his character. So all the goofy days of R-Truth coming around, bringing ladders to the Royal, talking about the Royal Rumble, and acting like he was in the Money in the Bank match and he wasn't, them days are long over. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be a pure heel character. He may just be a anti-hero tweener character. But either way, it's doing well for him right now, doing well for the company. I could see, call me crazy, do not be surprised if R-Truth gets his hands on the WWE Championship and maybe even defeating John Cena to become WWE Champ, because he is over. At his age, 53 years old, he cut the best promo he did recently on Monday Night Raw after cutting his dreads. Best promo he's done, and it's definitely well over. Expect a lot more storyline to be told after this promo that he done, because this was great work of R-Truth, Ron Killings. Great work of him. So they're going to run with this. I don't think WWE anticipated on this story being so far like it has. Now, there are people on these podcasts still saying that when R-Truth was released, then R-Truth, that it still was not a work. People are still convinced that this was not a work. And people got to read between lines. It was a work. That's the way the whole R-Truth, Ron Killings going. This was planned. This was not just everything just so happened to fall in place. It fell in place because this is how it was planned out by Triple H, Creative, Nick Khan, the rest of the whole thing. But they said this on Sports Kid Wrestling. Let's see what they have to say here about it.
You've been around 40-some years.
51.
Matt Davis, you've been around a long time. I've been around a long time myself. I know what's real and I know what's fake. Okay, and you do too, Bill. So I'm going to say this to you right now. If I'm wrong, I'll come on and I'll apologize and I'll be wrong. But I have no intentions of ever believing that this was a work, okay? Because I heard R2's son come right after that. His own kid came out and said that it wasn't a work. So only thing I believe, and this is my opinion, that they did it, but it backfired. Because this has happened a lot of time. I was there for 10 years. 15 years. So this has happened where things have happened where they fire people and it just goes away. You know, it doesn't matter. But all I'm saying is this. I would have, in my longest dreams or whatever, I would have never believed that when R-Truth left, that the fans would have been chanting his name. So I'm saying to you, I'll tell you what, I'll ask both of you a question now. Name me somebody that they released and the next night on Raw, they were chanting their name.
CM Punk. But and Teddy, I told you this earlier today. That's the only other name I can really think of, that name who was chanted by the fans that made a difference in the end.
That demanded that he come back.
And you know why? Because he got on that microphone and he stopped working and he started shooting. Okay? Yes. It was real, and that's exactly why the people were chanting his name.
Well, remember now, I said two ways. I said at first I think it's to work, but then Nick Khan came into the picture and re-signed him. So well,
they'll go all the way to that to work something. Yeah. Okay, so don't let Nick Khan, don't let that bother you either. Because they'll go to the extreme if they want you to make you want to believe something. So, but I'm saying I believe all day long that this was what it was. It just backfired. Yeah. That's all I can tell you. This was an act of God for those people to be chanting that kid's name, man. And then, like I said, only person we could think of was CM Punk.
Yep.
Nobody else. So what does that tell you? That's an act of God, man. They just open up a can of worms.
Now, let me tell you, as a businessman and from the business standpoint of WWE, if you're going to get negative publicity because you're working the boys and working the fans, it makes zero sense. They went through a lot of crap and they have gotten bruised from this. Listen to the fans. Look at the comments of everybody who was so ticked off that this had happened. And then they come out and pretend that, it was all work. The fans knew better, and the hatred is there for that. Own up to the fact that you fired somebody that should never have been fired, probably by a bunch of bean counters who said, we gotta make some cuts here and there. But eventually, who makes that final call? That person should not have a job. I'm going to tell you right now.
Now, that was Teddy Long, built after, and I forgot the other guy's name. But Teddy Long, player, holla, holla. I'm sorry, player, but you wrong on this one, player. You were wrong. It was not a real thing. It's a work. It's a script. I mean, like I said, some people still think that was not the case. Now, Teddy Long did mention that his son put on social media that when Triple H did the interview at the Money in the Bank press conference, he put a cap symbol on there on the post. Lately, they have said, rumored, that I believe he updated. He also said in another post, my bad. So that's how you know this whole thing, it was just going along with it. So they got us. I mean, shout out to Good Bread Wrestling. He mentioned that the whole time that it was a work. And even I got guy. I'm not afraid to admit that. And I'm in the locker room. We nobody's perfect. And I wish people would stop getting out this, I know everything. I got 100% right all the time. No, you're not. You're not 100% right on everything. We all wrong on some things. So that's just the whole thing about it. It's okay, guys. If you didn't know, you didn't know. Put the pride to the side. And a lot of these podcasts act like they knew the whole time. And you didn't. Even I didn't know fully at first. I had an idea, but I wasn't set on it. But you guys let me know what you think of Ron Killing's response on Busted Open Radio or the interview that he did. Check out the content here, Toss Ring Scandal, a.k.a. KDH. Click the video below. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.